Welcome back to the MSU Federal Credit Union Coaches Show.
Similar to last week, there's still a log jam in the Big Ten men's basketball standings, and Michigan State finds itself in the middle of it all. It's why Tuesday's win over Maryland was so important, and it's safe to say the Spartans' offensive woes from the Big Apple did not carry over to the Breslin Center. They got off to a roaring start, and it's where Tom Izzo and I begin our chat this week. How did you like how you started the game on a 15-0 run?
Loved it. But you know what it proved? It proved that we've started out Iowa the opposite way, just about, and we won the game. So I think what I figured out is this, Audrey. I'd like to make a 15-point run at the end of the game.
Yes.
Then I'd be better off.
Right. In the Maryland game, right at the end, you know, you've kind of been looking for this person maybe this year to spark it. Like Gabe could dunk the ball for you last year and it would just blow the roof off the Breslin. Jaden has that capability. He did that against Maryland. Usually you don't like guys to do that towards the end of a game, I would say, but what did you think when he threw it down in that emphatic
Here was
slam?
the problem, you know, like somebody would say, I'd never dunk at the end of a game if it was a breakaway and we were up 5-7 points, but it was a 3-point game. So the game was still, and there was 5 seconds left. What I told him I didn't like is he hung on the rim, and that, you know, was close. I mean, he could have hung a little longer. But we have a lot of positive and negative teaching points every game. But I think in general, Jaden's shot has been unbelievable. He's shooting the ball very well.
I know during the media timeouts, you're really focused on what's going on in the huddle. Did you get a chance to take a glimpse during the first media timeout against Maryland to see Mike Garland and everyone get honored?
I did. And I'm glad you brought it up because I saw Mike the day after the game and he said it was so cool. And I said, yeah. I said, those people are so important. He says, yeah, we win games. They save lives. Doesn't make any sense that we get all the credit and all the, you know, limelight and they get nothing. And I think more than anything, bringing awareness, you know, part of cure for cancer and stuff is when you raise money, that helps. But if you raise awareness, people do a better job of not getting it because of the awareness of it, you know. Smoking cigarettes, just for a dumb example. In this case, I think we brought awareness, Mike brought awareness to how many people were involved in saving a person's life. You know, the passerby just pulled over. The guy doesn't pull over, Mike's dead. Sheriff's Department, Sheriff Wrigglesworth and their department, the ambulance driver, the nurses when he got to the hospital, the doctors when he got there. You know, it just keeps on going. I mean, there were so many people involved in this to save one human being's life. And I think I'm important. Joke, you know. Those are the important people, and it's nice to bring 15,000 people to reality that let's figure out who the most important people are, and then let's enjoy the game.
It does shine a different perspective on a lot of things. You know, you brought that up. And it seems like, too, now because with Damar Hamlin going through what he went through as well, just bringing more awareness to let people know, hey, this is how you do CPR. I mean, a lot of people don't even know. I don't know how to do CPR.
Yeah. You know, it's a very, very good point. And one of the things when the season ends, that's what we're going to do with our team. We're going to put everybody through it. A lot of different ways that we can have an impact. But is winning a game, you know, it's life and death to me, right? Until I get that call in August and I'm driving 90 miles an hour back from, oops, sorry, Mr. Police Officer, but back from Grand Haven and realizing that I just might have lost my buddy. And when you do that, you do have a better perspective on not only what is important, but how many good people there are.
Well, on Sunday, it is Super Bowl Sunday. Love football. Who are you picking?
Wow, you know, what a privilege for us too that we get to play as like the prelude.
I know.
So that's always a big day too. But you know, I've watched late night when I don't sleep. I love the Super Bowl week because they do all the human interest stories. It's like the Final Four. And I'm a big Hurt fan, Jalen Hurt fan, because, you know, he played for Saban. I watched him. I watched how he handled going from the mountaintop to down and then bouncing back. Love him. But Patrick Mahomes, to me, is, I've never heard him say the wrong thing. He walks the talk. I've never seen so many teammates admire him. The stories are just off the charts. And I think that Andy Reid, he used to be an office mate with Mariucci with the Packers when they were both just almost like GAs. And so I'm picking Kansas City, but you know, the other thing I love about Philly, now AJ will be mad at me probably because he's a Philly guy, but the other thing I love about Philly is they are tough. I mean, they are street tough. So I think it'll be a good game. So I'd like to get a win, come home, take the night off and watch the Super Bowl.
It would be a rare night off for Izzo, but one he would thoroughly enjoy. MSU tips off against Ohio State at 1 p.m. on Sunday in Columbus. All right, if you didn't know this, Spartan hockey is another one of Izzo's loves, and a ticket to Mud Ice Arena this season has become one of the hottest in town. It's why a pair of defensemen are grateful they decided to come back for one more year, and you're going to hear from them when the MSU Federal Credit Union Coaches Show returns.